Well, good evening, everyone. Leo, would you go shut that door, please? I know that glare is going to bug me if nobody else. It's all about me. Thank you all for coming to our first ever Celebrating Creativity Through the Arts event. We have had a fabulous time here today. You were here earlier. We had wonderful artists from our own community here displaying their beautiful wares, crafting and paintings and work done with nails and all kinds of resin and glass, and it was just amazing. I want to take a moment and acknowledge those volunteers who have stuck with us all day long and stayed through this, and the ones who worked prior to this. It's been a massive lead up to this thing, so I really want to give a special recognition to Kelly Marshall and Kaylee Marshall and Leo and the Lapeers and Clay T. White, all of the mountain of work that they've done, and all of the other people. If I've missed your name, it's because I'm exhausted, and that's what's happening today. So anyway, it's been a wonderful experience, and now is the time where we get to sit back and receive some of the artistic talents through writing and poetry and music from some of the members of our congregation. So we're so excited to be able to receive the gift of their talent and their passion for the work that they do. So we're going to have five different people today sharing either music, poetry, or prose with us. And so each one will speak or sing for about 5 to 7 minutes. And so we're just really, really excited to kick this off tonight and see where we go with it. I know, like I said, it's been a wonderful experience all day. Those of you that got to partake in the taco truck or the wish wagon or some of the things that we had outdoors or the vendors that we had indoors, it's been quite an experience. So we're going to start off tonight with a little poetry by one of our beloved practitioners. Debbie Little has been an avid poet writer for, probably 30 years now. And I know she uses it as a way to express some things that might not necessarily come out in other ways. And so we're going to start off tonight by inviting Debbie up to share a couple of her poems with us. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you for being here. The first poem, I'm going to read 2 poems, and the first one is called Mirror Image or Copycat. I glance at you from afar, and I like what I see. You are everything I want to be. You are a success. I study your mannerisms and emulate your movements. My words are spoken eloquently and pause for effect. People gather around you, warming to your positive energy. I layer myself with confident statements, building my confidence. I await others to offer me their friendship. I look to you for guidance. Your presence glows with kindness and compassion. I seek the meaning of humility to better understand who you are. I seek forgiveness to shed my fears and regrets and shame. I hear your laughter. It is pure and mute. You dissolve all pretense of ego by your authenticity. I denounce the past, and now I live in the now, just being. I have followed you from behind, accepting this role of observer. One day, I will bravely walk beside you as your mirror image. We will reflect each other. I will no longer pretend. Your patient attitude has allowed me to be unique and not overshadowed. Your love has taught me how to surrender and let go. My intention was not to copy or compare. It was only gratitude. As life lived through you, it proved what was possible for me. Freedom allows me to look at my reflection with peace and acceptance. I honor you and bow to the universe with my own expressive nature. Thank you. The other poem is called Driven by Routine. The sound of an alarm penetrates the silence, disturbing a tranquil rest. A deep yawn awakens a weary soul, breathtakingly aware as the morning announces boldly to the senses. Breathe, stretch, move, open my eyes, prepare myself to face the morning's greeting of slanted rays illuminating my room. Thoughts punctuate my mind as I prepare for a sacred ritual I have performed thousands of times before in the past. Driven by routine, I follow footsteps imprinted in my memory, each step a moment guided by an involuntary response that propels me forward. A reflection in the mirror frowns back at me, revealing a momentary dislike, until my eyes look upward with a beseeching plea, be your own kind of beautiful. A timely reminder for a brief pause to absorb into my consciousness that life has meaning if it is allowed into my realm of vision. Words write their own poetry as I stare back at an individual I thought I once knew. Maybe mindful, prayerful at times, gratitude, being in the now, being in the moment, selfless, courageous. Choice offers up an opportunity I feared lost. It presents itself as my only salvation. It slams into my defenses and tempts me with a promise. Follow the path you have carved with worn-out shoes, or challenge the unknown and take another road. Journey with abandonment and let your desires lead to another destination. Allow passion to guide and move freely in confidence, being a vessel of pure love. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Debbie, very much. What lovely poetry. Our next artist is Karen Dunphy. Karen is a licensed practitioner and has certified in 3 different disciplines of transformative life coaching. She's the author of Transformed, From Man to Woman, from Worrier to Warrior, from Worrier to Warrior, Principles and Practices to Develop Courage and Live Authentically. Today, Karen will help you get ready for 2025 with a short talk from The Art of Change, a guided journal by Nancy Levin, highlighting the 8 dimensions of reinvention. Reinvention is returning to the essence of who you are instead of the endless versions of who you think you need to be. People can change, and so can you. And nothing could be more creative than reinventing yourself to live the life you were meant to live. So let's sit back and enjoy Karen speak on a topic people wish they understood better: how to live the life you were meant to be. Karen Dunphy.
All right then, thank you very much, and welcome. So my 5 minutes is with bringing you a passage from the guided journal by Nancy Levin, who's my mentor and coach, and she has her MFA in poetry, besides being a best-selling author, so she is quite the poet. But I thought I would just bring you this passage today on the art of reinvention, just to sort of maybe poke around a little bit, maybe evoke and stimulate possibility to see if change is something that you're being called to do in your life, if there's some kind of change or shift that you know is coming on to you. So the first dimension of change, right, is vision, which is your touchstone, your cornerstone for all of the choices you make and all of the actions that you take. And on any journey of transformation, we need to calibrate. It's like having our own GPS and knowing where we're going and having a powerful vision requires course corrections and to continuously assess and reassess your journey and where you're headed. Dimension 3 would be beliefs. What ultimately holds you back or springs you forward is what you really truly believe about yourself, which is why it's a good idea to dig deep and to uncover any hidden beliefs, or these days known as shadow beliefs. Self-worth. If you believe you're not enough, you'll also believe there isn't enough for you, or you'll never have enough. And this gets shattered when you recognize that your worth is inherent. Boundaries. Tough subject. By firmly setting and holding your boundaries, you'll move out of blame and victimhood and into responsibility and empowerment. And as you build a stronger relationship with yourself, you'll realize that no one can cross your boundaries except you. And choice. Every choice you make either serves or sabotages your journey. Your present moment choices predict your future. So if you don't make conscious choices to support your vision, your future will end up looking exactly like your past or your present. Self-confidence. When you shift from the need for external validation and approval, you'll discover a limitless well of self-confidence. And when you chip away at the person and the roles that you've been taught to take on and shed those masks and personas, you reclaim the extraordinary person that's buried beneath. And lastly, but not leastly, is visibility. Visibility is all about allowing yourself to be seen for the truth of who you really are. So once you own and honor visibility, you claim the courage to make the changes that will lead towards greater happiness, wholeness, and fulfillment. And change becomes a natural part of your journey.
Thank you, Karen. So next up is our first musical number by the wonderful Doug Roll. Doug's been a professional musician here in Las Vegas for many years, as well as Southern California, and a regular on many of the cruise ships' piano lounges. He's been performing in hotels and around in town and around the world for over 40 years now. He's also been performing with many vocal groups like the Shirelles and the Coasters. He's been a member of our CSLGLV family for 25 years. And today he's going to be sharing a couple of the standard repertoires that you may recognize and ones that reflect Doug's long-standing feeling of his wonderful spiritual family. Doug Roll. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Laura. Can we talk about you becoming my new agent? I love that. Well, I get the privilege to perform on this very special day behind what for me is my pulpit, and what a privilege that is. And I would like to just introduce this song as I didn't write it, simply to clarify that, written by an artist that so many of us know, and we're so sorry that he left us prematurely, and that is John Denver. And he called this Annie's song. And I'd simply like you to think of who you picture when I sing the word you in his lyric. And of course, that you starts where it all starts. And that, of course, is spirit. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you. Let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter. Let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come, let me love you. Come love me again. Like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come fill me again. Come fill me again. Come fill me again. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Doug will be giving us another song in a few moments here. Next up, we have Coco. Coco is a new member to our community here, but she is a fabulous poet. She gave me her brand new book here with a little bit of a bio. She is a Dominican writer born in Santiago. From her adolescence, she was interested in art, especially literature and cinema. She is one of the founders of Ideas, an artist collective, responsible for the creation of Arte Vivo Festival, which she produced with Jose de Laura, a radio program called Cine Forum, and published movie-related articles, among other texts. In the newspaper La Información, of Santiago. She received a scholarship to continue her French studies in Paris. After completing these, she moved to the United States, where she earned a master's degree in Hispanic Studies from UNLV. Her humorous prose appears in Chronicles Una Mulato Trotamundos. My 4 years of Duolingo is helping a lot here. She has written numerous articles and essays on education, cinema, culture in the pages of the most prominent Latino newspapers in the United States, including La Opinión of New York, which are produced on her blog, Coco Words, at wordpress.com. Let's welcome up Coco.
Thank you, Reverend Laura. So the book just came out of press. So this is brand new, like hot bread. If I do not harbor within that which I seek, who shall come on a white horse and everything else to rescue the damsel who dreamed the sad dream of her own confinement? I, who closed the 4 doors and let in no one but the occasional guest, who, if not I, shall tap my own shoulder, whispering in my ear, rise and walk. Walk, for time is of the essence. Walk, for it is the time, and the only time is now. Walk, for life is waiting. Open the gates with eager hands, make a decision. Open up, for there is no one home, only you. Open up, for in my leave. Open up, for happiness is urgent. Too many mothers' tears, too many tears of broken women, too many men who forgot to weep out of mercy. Women, let your spirit rise from within you and touch you on the shoulder. Let it remind you who you are, whispering in your ear, I love you because I love you. With that love one feels for kitty cats, a love of great moments and unfathomable distances. Get up and repeat after me. Look, girl, I love you. Look, child, I love you. Look, woman, I love you. Look, sister, I am love. And then I'm going to share a second one. It's called A Song to Life. Sharp, the green needle of a blade of grass breaks the surface of earth and pokes its head out to greet the light face to face. Like it, countless green needles have sprung forth on this glorious day, which is a day like any other. The miracle repeats so often from the Riviera Maya to the Palace of Versailles. The carpet stretches uninterruptedly, stopped only by the sea and nothing more. Under the sole of the absent-minded shoe, 1,000 tiny souls are born each day. Seeking for oxygen, they emerge to meet the wheel or the morning dew. Yet, nobody saw them being born. If no one heard the tree fall, does it mean perhaps it did not die? If no one watches the grass grow, would it then imply that life does not perpetuate itself, and that, therefore, the crazy, overflowing, unrestrained fertility of the earth does not exist? But it does.
Coco is going to be launching her new book on October 19th right here at our center, so we're excited for that. All right. And next up is another one of our beloved practitioners, Christine Page, who is, again, has been a poet for many, many years, and I know that her poetry has helped her move through lots of different challenges in life and come out on the other end and rise and shine for it. So let's welcome up Christine Page.
Good evening. Have two poems I want to read for you tonight. One is written by myself and one is written by Rumi. Any Rumi fans here? Okay, here we go. Romance of a Flower. For the love of the flower that opens before me, I am enthralled by your vibrant colors, your diverse shapes, delicate fragrances, your biodiversity. The smooth, silky petals, your textures, you are simply beautiful. God made you in a way to open my senses. You were made in a perfect way. A seed planted in the soil, joined with water, the sun, the air. You were made to sit and germinate in a safe place while you grow in midair. Time becomes management, then there you stand to bloom in the spring or summer's eternal light. Manifesting and spreading love day and night. A plant so tenderly yet strong proves to be a flower because it falls, still a beauty to all. Spreading love in its travels everywhere it blows. How beautiful it is to be romanced by a flower. Thank you. Okay, so we know that Rumi is great for making love poems. So let's dive into this one, A Dancing Cry of the Soul. Love is the dancing cry of the soul, calling the body to worship. Like a shining whirlpool or a spinning mayfly, so is love amongst the skies. I leap across the mountaintops, madly singing the song of all songs. I float through the ether, intoxicated, thrilled. I think only of your love, you're calling me. And I dance the 1,000 dances of love, all returning to you. It is not the play of children, nor the detached unity of wise sages. Unreal, unnecessary, where is the beauty? When I, like a glowing comet, may flash around your sun, laughing, singing with the joy of loving you. Wine makes drunk the mind and body, but it is love which thrills the soul. When I approach you, I feel the mad pounding of love, the singing wonder, the joy which opens blossoms on the trees of the world. Come to me, and I shall dance with you in the temples, on the beaches, through the crowded streets. Be you man or woman, plant or animal, slave or free, I shall show you the brilliant crystal fire shining within. I shall show you the beauty deep within your soul. I shall show you the path beyond heaven. Only dance, and your illusions will blow in the wind. Dance and make joyous the love around you. Dance, and your veils which hide the light shall swirl in a heap at your feet.
You know, as I was listening there, I kept thinking, you know, poetry has to be listened to. Reading it's one thing, but man, listening to it, thank you very much, all of you that have participated in bringing your poetry to us, or someone else's, so thank you. All right, we're going to hear one more time from Doug. Where'd he go? There he is. I thought he was still sitting there. Gonna look behind the piano. Doug's going to close us out here with a final song, and then we will call our night complete. So, Doug, thank you.
This song is a spelling lesson. As a 25-year member of this joyous spiritual family, I have two words that are such themes for me, and that is proud and grateful. And this word sums it all up in this, a spelling lesson that, of course, was introduced to us by the great, the wonderful Nat King Cole. And sing along with me if you know it. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you'll adore, and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a silly game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a crazy game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it, love. Love was made. Love was made. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Thank you for coming and sharing this wonderful night with us tonight. Thank you, Reverend Laura.
Turn the house lights on. I'd just like our entertainers to stand back up and let's give them all one more round of applause, please. Doug, Coco, Karen, Debbie, Christine. Thank you for being willing to come here and to gift us with your talents. We so appreciate it. And thank all of you who came and participated today and joined us in this fabulous celebration of creativity. I hope we see you tomorrow morning at service, bright and early. Yay! Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.